Oh, wow. I'm getting emotional from this. This is absolutely beautiful. My God. Am I happy to be here. Just look at this. Come on. So, bună ziua, good afternoon. Welcome to another vlog. These weeks we're gonna do something, well, not a bit different, but sort of, I don't know. I have days off from my day job, so I decided to book a couple of days out into the nature, and I'm taking you along. This first stop is at the Chukas Peak. Chukas is a mountain near Brasov, about 1900 meters high, and we're climbing it today. I already started. I came from back there. There's a hotel there where I'm staying tonight. So this evening and tomorrow morning we're photographing this mountain. It's a very blue sky, but there are some high clouds in the sky, so maybe we get a beautiful sunset and hopefully a beautiful sunrise tomorrow morning as well. And I'm showing you as well. That's this week. Next week we're heading out to the mud volcanoes near Berka. I don't really know yet if I can film there, so maybe next week we'll go to the mud volcanoes, and the week after I'm going to a Siriu area where there should be a nice waterfall. So that's up for the next 3 weeks. First up, Chukas Peak. Let's climb this mountain. It's cold, it's windy, it's beautiful, it's amazing. It's so snowy still up here, and it's a beautiful peak. I'm gonna take you along. Let's see what we can find. This time I'm prepared, by the way. Got my sunglasses, got my crampons. Let's go. Oh yeah, before I forget to mention, I'm not an experienced hiker, mountain hiker. Neither am I very experienced with photographing mountains, so this is gonna be fun. Let's see what we can make it. Don't see it as any advice on how to do this properly. See it as a nice video to show me trying to photograph this. Just so you know. Deep. It does remind me a bit of the first time I went photographing mountains. So about 4 years ago I just started photographing, and I was in Sicily and I hiked up to a mountain, and I realized that the closer you get to the mountain, the less there is to photograph. You want to be away from the mountain to be able to photograph it. And now I'm heading straight up to the mountain again. So you back here, not a very good shot of a mountain. And when I had that experience last time, I went down back to the valley, back to the village below it, and I had the most beautiful shot of this mountain with the city in the foreground. So I hope this is all not in vain, because it was a good shot back there actually. But onwards. Fuck, this part is steep. Woohoo! We made it! It's super windy up here and it's freezing cold. It's beautiful, there's no shot up here. But I made it, 1954 meters. So out of my comfort zone here. Oh, it's amazing. 360-degree views. The amazing Romania landscape. Oh, wow. I did see a very nice composition on the way up, so let's go back there. So, the time has come to take out the camera and start photographing. I was just at the top. I hope I didn't forget to record my audio there as well, but it was very windy and very cold. So I came back down a bit because I saw a shot when walking up here. Up to the top I found this shot here. It's like a couple of peaks and a nice rolling hills in the distance, or mountains in the distance. So we're gonna grab the 16 to 35 and let's set up. The sun is going down. I don't know if we'll get a nice sunset because there's a lot of clouds on the horizon, but let's see. Let's get up over this little crest and get the shot. So as you might hear, it's pretty windy up here, but it's amazing. It's beautiful. Like, there's, in the shot I have 2 rocks in the foreground, a rock in the background, rocky outcrops, and then just mountains, 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 mountains. It's epic. There are some rocks a bit further behind the behind the rocks that's sticking out in the foreground. So it's not really sticking out enough, but yeah, that's a shame. It's just the way it is though. But the sun is really nice now. It's just blocked by some high clouds, so it's nice and soft. So let's see if we can get a composition before those clouds move away. I think something like this. I'm not sure. I said I'm not a mountain specialist. This is not something I do very often. So it is a bit of a search for me, and I hope I get it right. I'm gonna look at the photos tonight and have another try tomorrow morning. But yeah, it's beautiful to be up here. It's stunning. It's amazing. Let's try and shoot the first composition, and let's see what comes out. 1/30th of a second, f11. Yeah, there's nothing special about it. ISO 100, 2-second timer. Cool, but I'm not super happy with this. As I said, there are some rocks on the left, which are, yeah, because I have some brown rocks in the foreground and brown rocks in the background, you can't really see depth to the image. So what I want to try and do is go a bit that direction, so those rocks are a bit more separated from the background. So yeah, too bad. It's a nice spot. You can just sit here a bit. Okay, let's move a bit that way and see if we can improve on this composition. I'm gonna turn you around for a moment and try and show you what I'm doing with these 3 rocks and what I'm looking for at this moment to create that depth. But as I said, I'm not a pro in this, but this is what I see. So let me turn you around. We're behind this ledge now here. So I'm working with these in the background. But if I'm standing here on this ledge, the main thing is that this rock and the rocks here in the background, they overlap. So I want this to be more separate from that by having something in between it. Because my composition is with this rock, that rock, and this rock in the background. So if I move this way, I'm already starting to find that there's a gap showing up here, and this rock's coming loose. Now it's still the same as the background. So if I move a bit further this direction without falling, oh, here, now we're getting even better here, but almost there. What I do have to look out for is that this foreground now is coming in front of these rocks, so it's gonna overlap here, which I don't want as well. But I do like that you get this triangle of these 3 rocks now. So by moving up a bit more, so we're moving up a bit to the left, I do get quite a nice separation on this side and in the foreground as well. I would like this to be a bit better, so go higher or maybe step on that ledge there. But for now we're going to try it from here because this is quite steep. So somewhere around here is where I think the composition should be. So just by walking around and looking, you can improve your composition. You don't always need your camera to hold your camera the whole time. You can just, by just looking and thinking carefully, you can improve on your composition. Now even this further, I've moved a bit further to the left. Now that rock, let me show you, moved a bit further to the left. Now this rock's quite separate, but now this foreground is overlapping. So I do want to be up there a bit and then photograph that way. So yeah, that's if I can give a tip, move around and look carefully. So, and I think I can safely admit that I'm a lazy photographer. I really enjoy finding a spot where I can just sit down a bit, enjoy the view, and try and photograph instead of having to bend and sit and stand, and it's perfect like this. Let's try and get the shot. As I said, I moved a bit this direction to separate those rocks. Let's now just figure out how high I actually need to be with my camera to get this composition right, which is always hard on these surfaces. Oh, Netherlands, you're so easy with your flatness. Oh. How used have I gotten to just being able to plop your tripod down? I think we're steady. Let's find a shot. Now, I'm not too happy with this, because I will take a shot and I will talk you through it. Oh, it's definitely not there yet. I think what I tried to do with this rock on the left side, it didn't really work. And now on the right side, the piece of grass of dry land where I was standing on is coming in from the side, and it's very distracting. So maybe if I make it a vertical composition, maybe that helps. That might clean it up a bit. Ooh, I like. I always like vertical composition somehow. It's I find it a bit strange about myself sometimes. I'm a landscape photographer, but I choose to photograph in portrait mode a lot more than in landscape. I don't know. I just like this order. It cleans up the image a lot more. With a landscape shot, you have a lot of things in your shot, and in this portrait format, there's a lot more sky, and it makes it a lot cleaner and calmer, the image, and that's what I like in my photography. So I think that's why. Also in this case, again, it just cleans it up. I just have those 3 peaks and the sky. That's it. It's all I need. It's also better for Instagram, by the way. Let's check the histogram. There we go. It all fits in. One shot. That looks pretty delicious, I must say. Still have that piece of land of grass creeping in on the bottom right. It's just in front of the outer rock. Almost there. Well, sometimes it's really not that hard to improve your composition. You just have to get your lazy ass off the floor, off the ground, and get up. That's what I did. I got a bit higher. That solved the problem. Now I'm just above that piece of grass. It's not the prettiest setup I have at the moment, but it works. Put on a polarizing filter as well, which takes a bit out of the glare out of the sky, makes it a bit punchier. Does make my exposure a bit longer. 1/15 of a second, f11, ISO 100. I think I'm happy with that. Here's the result. Okay, I turned the camera a bit and now we're exactly at that annoying height. Just a bit too low, but it doesn't matter. There's another peak here, which I showed you in the beginning actually. I thought that was Chukas, but it's not. Chukas is a bit back there. And it's not that impressive as this one actually. This is really nice. And here I have a composition where there's a rock on the left, it's a peak, and that rock we saw just now on the right. And now it does not come loose from the background that well, but from this perspective, it's the best I can do. So we'll just keep it at that. I'm at quite a wide focal distance at 24 millimeters, and it's a bit of just a shot. It's not an epic photo, this or something. It's a bit boring. It needs color or a better composition, something. But I said, I'm not an expert at this. This is not what I normally do. Well, it's what I would love to do normally, but I used to live in the Netherlands, so I didn't get to do this. And now this is at an hour's drive from my home. Epic. So we're gonna just shoot this composition, even though it's the middle of the day, well, no, end of the day, but looks like a middle of the day shot of the mountain. Yeah, just take it. It's good to just also take some of these shots while I'm here. Yeah, I really need something more, but well, I'm happy to have it. It's not gonna be in my portfolio, just gonna be a reminder of being on this location. What else? What else to photograph from this spot? Oh yeah, getting into this. Yes, yes, yes. Ah, such a good feeling to be photographing here. Got this. Sorry for all the snot coming out of my nose. I got this peak in front of me, photographing straight into the sun. But it's just amazing. There's just this little bit of light in the foreground. Peaks are lit up from the back. They're quite dark, but it's doable. So yeah, a couple of peaks. And straight into the sun, so we're gonna do a bracketed shot. 2 stops on either side. As always, F11, focus on the mountain and hope it doesn't flare too much. Let's see. 1/80th of a second is the middle exposure. That's gonna be nice. Okay, cool. And the sun is just gonna go behind the rock in a little bit, so we'll wait a bit. We'll turn the F up to 18. To 18, so we get that beautiful sun star when it hits the rock, when it hits these rocks. I'm gonna keep shooting this for the next 15 minutes or something, or keep it in mind. Wait till the sun goes behind the rock, and then here is the result of this shot, which is hopefully better than the last one. I can't feel my fingers anymore, but it's so beautiful. The sun is going down, the colors are getting beautiful. There's still quite some way before the sun's actually down, but that doesn't matter. The colors now, it's a very beautiful soft yellow light at the moment. And I'm combining kind of the first and the last photo with those 3 peaks on the left and the beautiful peaks on the right, not all of them. And again, straight into the sun. So we're doing a bracketed exposure on an awkward angle. I can't stand up, I can't sit down, doesn't matter. Go, can't feel my fingers. Oh, it's so cold, but it's so beautiful. Oh, such a good time. So happy. Oh, so amazing to be here. To improve this shot a bit. Again, it might not be the world's best mountain photo, but for me, it's my best mountain photo I've ever taken so far, I think. Okay, think, Peter, think. How can I improve this photo? We gotta wait till the sun is just touching the rock again on the right side. At that moment, we'll get that nice sun star again, but then still have that beautiful light on the rocks on the left. I think that will do it this time. Because I do like the peaks. You have like the little peaks on the left, the peaks on the right, you have Busenj in the background. What a night, I'm so glad I came up here. Oh, my featherettes. I forgot to close this little zipper on the back. And now I did close them, and it's so much better. I feel my fingers again. Oh, it makes it so much calmer. If you're warm and comfortable, I'm pretty good actually. I think it's -5 or something, and it's very windy. But I got very good pants on, thermal layers of everything. Got my buffy on, thick gloves. We're all good. I hope you can hear something, or else this vlog is pointless. At least the photos are worth it. Okay, I'm gonna hang out here, improve this last photo, and I'm gonna show it to you right now. Wow. I'm getting emotional from this. This is absolutely beautiful. My God. Am I happy to be here. Just look at this. Come on. Wow. Absolutely amazing. I'm gonna put you down because I need to photograph more. The last half an hour I've been running around like a headless chicken, just photographing as much as I can. Totally forgot to film, tell you anything. The light was just so good. I was gonna do the evening and the morning session of this location in one video, but seeing as this might have become quite a long video, maybe we'll do another video of this tomorrow morning. Maybe tomorrow morning is not going to be anything, and it's just going to be this video. You'll see. I'll see. I don't know yet. Thank you all for watching. I'll show you the photos I just shot at the end of this vlog. Don't forget to subscribe, like, Instagram. You know how it works. Love you all. I'm very happy, and I wish to see you next time. Goodbye from Chukas. It's an amazing evening. Bye.